In this video, I'm going to give you the top 2 ways to make $250,000 a year if you're in your 20s. The question that I always get is if I'm in my 20s, I'm dropping out of college like I did myself at 19 years old, and I had no idea, bright-eyed, the world was big, I had no idea what I wanted to do. And I synthesized into this video the top 2 ways I think you can make $250,000 if you are in your 20s. So I have made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars per year for the last 7 years in a variety of different industries. So I want you to focus on what I call open sea opportunities, meaning there is way more demand than there is supply of business owners for these businesses called. And if you're 20s, you want to build a foundation, you want to build a real business. If you're like I was, I think there's a core 2 things you can do. The first one is making money in real estate without ever having to own real estate. You've all been told that all millionaires are made in real estate. The reality is a lot of that is true. People do make a lot of money flipping homes. People do make a lot of money owning real estate. But if you're in your 20s, it's very hard, credit-wise, lending-wise, to make money that way. So what did I do? I did what a lot of you have probably heard of called wholesaling real estate. That's the first thing I did when I was in my 20s. When I was 19, I did my first deal for $105,000. Let's backtrack. How did I get into this thing called wholesale real estate? Well, when I was 18, I got my real estate license one summer, thinking I was going to be the next big realtor like you see on TV, and I was going to get super rich. And I learned there's this thing you can do where if I go knock on a door of a beat up home, or I cold call a homeowner who has a crack home that they own, and I offer them a number lower than what a flipper can pay, I can make the middle round fee without ever having to own the house. The fee is on a contract that I give to the buyer. And I give all this stuff out away for free at the link in my bio. And so an example of that would be if I'm cold calling and I find a home that's worth $200,000 and I find out that I can put $50,000 into this home. And if I put it under contract for $200,000, the buyer has to put $50,000 into this home. And the home will sell for $350,000 to $400,000 fixed up. Then I can bake myself in a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 fee. The average deal size varies throughout the country, but our average fee historically has been $32,000. My biggest fee has been $175,000 in a single family house. So imagine, to make $250,000 a year, you have to do one of these deals per month, one deal closing every 30 days. The second way that I think you can make a huge killing, $250,000 or way beyond in 2024, is called the virtual talent arbitrage. And what this is, we are in not even the first inning, we are in warm-ups of business owners in the United States realizing they can hire people overseas for a fraction of the cost for admin related work. And so what I would do if I was you is I would find one specialty that I have interest in, right? That could be real estate agents, that could be real estate investors, that could be whatever you are interested in. What I would do is I would go find overseas talent using sites like Upwork.com. You'll find hundreds, if not thousands, of people interested in working for $3, $4, $5 an hour. And let's say I would talk to my friends and family who own companies. Let's say one of them owns a restaurant. Right? But restaurants, you have to have social media. You have to be getting reviews, and most of them don't do it. So what I can do is I can go hire a virtual assistant from overseas for $5, $10, $15 an hour. I can charge the restaurant $30 an hour, and they have someone that can now update their social media, respond to customer requests, update their menu, update their website, get reviews and testimonials. They can do a lot off the plate of that company. It's called virtual assistant arbitrage, or overseas labor arbitrage. And that is what I recommend you explore if you are in your 20s and you want to make $250,000 a year or more. Either go the real estate route, get into real estate without having to take on the risk, or go the virtual overseas talent arbitrage route and make the middleman fee. You're providing massive amounts of value to the economy, to these businesses by doing this. There's so much demand for this stuff, you guys. So if you're in your 20s, you're watching this, try these 2 things, give them 18 months. Pick one, give it 18 months, report back to me, DM me on Instagram, send me a message on Twitter, comment here on YouTube, and it's powerful. Well, you guys know what to do. You know where the subscribe button here is on my channel right here. I bring insane ideas like this every single week, and I elaborate a lot more on these to help you crush it in your 20s, 30s, and beyond, whether that's real estate, overseas talent arbitrage, all the things I talk about here on my channel. So until next time, get after it.